We've seen a lot of electric supercars at the Geneva Motor Show, but let's face it, most of us will never even get to drive one. So how about something a little bit more down to earth? Can you have performance and practicality in one electric vehicle? I'm Chris Carlin, and in this video, we're looking at the plucky Renault Zoe e-Sport concept. The Renault Zoe is actually the best-selling EV in Europe, but we wouldn't blame you if you didn't know too much about it. And that's because the family-friendly Zoe is kind of forgettable. So Renault tasked its designers with creating a Zoe version that is fun and sexy, and we think they delivered. The Zoe e-Sport looks hot in blue and yellow, a colour scheme borrowed from Renault's Formula E cars. But the Zoe's Formula E connections are more than just skin deep. In fact, the Zoe e-Sport is more powerful than a Formula E car, though it's obviously much heavier. The e-Sport weighs 1,400 kilograms, which is quite impressive considering that the battery bank alone is 450 kilograms. Renault managed to cut down the weight by constructing the entire body out of carbon fibre. The car looks properly nasty too, with aggressive lines in all the right places, a large carbon fibre spoiler, and Formula E inspired diffusers. As you might have guessed, the inside has very little to do with the production version. You'll get a custom-made tubular chassis, wishbone suspensions front and rear, and 4-way shock absorbers. Everything is designed to improve handling down the racetrack. In the cockpit, you'll find bucket-style seats with a rectangular steering wheel and other Formula E-inspired controls. The Zoe e-Sport generates up to 460 horsepower from its two electric motors, with 640 Nm of torque available in an instant. Coupled with the relatively lightweight build, this powertrain will make the car fly to 100 km per hour in just 3.2 seconds, and that's supercar territory. Top speed is a little more mundane at 210 km an hour, but is definitely enough to get your blood pumping. Power comes from a couple of batteries with a combined capacity of 40 kilowatts, the same as the standard Zoe, but the water cooling system is a direct transplant from Formula E. We don't have details, but the range is probably quite small, but as you may have guessed, that's not exactly the point of this car. So what is the point? Well, according to Renault, the Zoe e-Sport will never even become a production vehicle. Instead, the car is designed just to show that EVs can be fun and to remind the world about Renault's Formula E achievements. If you ask us though, it's a shame that people won't ever get to drive the Zoe e-Sport, but hopefully the experience gained from building it will be put to good use in future EVs from Renault. If nothing else, the Zoe e-Sport is a glimpse at the future of the always popular hot hatch category. Let us know if you'd be interested in picking up a Zoe e-Sport or even just in test driving one down in the comments. Be sure to subscribe and like this video if you have, and we'll catch you in the next one.